Alright, we starting off with an ad. This is gonna be a scary video. We're just gonna watch some TikToks. Before we get to here, if you look in the bottom left, you should see their name. This guy's name is Edits.
This dog was all alone inside a barn late at night, surrounded by silence. Suddenly, the barn door slammed open. A skinwalker rushed inside, moving fast, unnaturally fast. The dog reacted instantly. It began barking
There's no way that's real. That looks like a goblin from Clash Royale. I'm not even gonna lie to you. What do you do when a freaking long-haired goblin comes into your barn and tries to eat your chickens? He would say, "Give me your fingers."
Standing its ground, trying to scare the creature away and protect the animals hiding inside the barn. But the skinwalker didn't slow down. It kept coming closer. What happened next will shock you.
I'm telling you, if all those chickens jump him, they can win that fight.
Show you. But first, if you believe the devil...
Mom, where were you? Why didn't you, Mom?
That's crazy. So, if you need an explanation for that, their dad kind of died, and his son started drawing on him to make him look happy again.
I didn't mean it.
The man killed his cursed balloon.
That one does not need an explanation.
No matter where he put it in the house, it kept on following him, like it has a mind of its own, at times even spying on him. And it pushed him so far that he actually
I'm telling you, there's a child in that balloon that wants a friend.
took a knife to the balloon. The man killed...
Why would you do that? That was
Yeah, so
Frederick.
Google
He
it.
wanted to... Wait, did you know? It won't. It's not one of those videos you can scroll, see.
The man got stuck in a children's tube slide. For some reason, he went down feet and head first, which then wedged him midway through the spiral slide. The 40-year-old man was stuck in a claustrophobia nightmare. Firefighters eventually had to dismantle the entire slide to get him out. The man got stuck...
If you ever walk into your...
The man got
Questionable. Sorry if
stuck
that's
in
scary.
a children's
Wait,
tube
let me do
slide.
this.
For some reason, he...
Okay, is that better? Okay. Tell me, why would a 40... Like, how does no one realize a 40-year-old man is just going into a slide?
went
And one
down
more thing,
feet and head first, which then
what
wedged
slide is shaped like that? Which slide just goes... Z formation.
him midway through the spiral slide. The 40-year-old...
If you ever walk into your living room and see a wolf sitting next to your dad on the couch watching football, do not change the channel. Rule 1.
YouTubers who recorded their final moment.
He woke up in the back of a moving car and realized he was in a nightmare scenario. He peeked through the seats to see who was driving and saw a masked figure staring right back at him. The car suddenly slammed to a stop and he knew he had to get out. But before he could make a move, the trunk flew open and he was caught. He woke up in the back of a moving...
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry for any of y'all that had to experience that. That just jump scared the crap out of me.
car and realized he was in a nightmare scenario.
Alright, jump
he peeked
scare
through the
warning.
seats to see who was
When he peeks
driving
over the
and
seat,
saw
it's
a
a jump
masked
scare.
figure staring
Look,
right
he
back
peeks
at
over
him.
and
The car
this
suddenly
guy
slammed to
lunges
it.
at him.
In the moonlight, my honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone. But tonight,
I'm pretty sure this was debunked. Like, I'm pretty sure this was not blood because it's not even red. People thought that she did not do good things. She gave someone too much of a tight hug. Okay, so that's what people think of that guy. And this guy in the back with the child. People think he was taking a kid that was not his. But I'm pretty sure that was just his child just being rowdy. I'm sorry for all the pauses.
way down along the street, how very, very sweet it will seem once more just to dream.
I don't even get what happened there, dude. She just cracked a smile.
Moonlight, my honey, I know with the dawn.
Blood, what? What did the dolphin even do? Oh, go back. What the? Frederick the dolphin did not do anything. He just looked at them.
My honey, I know.
You're not gonna question this other dolphin behind that girl?
That you will be gone.
It's probably like just
You belong.
just little there's probably just a piece of hair that's so small cameras don't capture it. That's not a fallen angel, by the way.
Just a little old me.
She caught a glitch in the Matrix because as she was painting the walls with her boyfriend, everything seemed fine at first. But then she noticed something weird with the paint.
Yeah, it's not fine.
At first she but
not
then she
fine.
caught a glitch in
Jeez,
the
like,
Matrix
let me
because as
paint
she
my
was painting the
face.
walls with her boyfriend, everything seemed
Everything was fine. No, it is not. You're turning to the Marshmallow Man from
fine at first. But then she noticed something weird with the paint. At first she thought it was just her imagination, but then she pulled out the camera to record, and what she caught was absolutely unsettling.
You guys want to see some cool color theory? Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen? I love color theory. It's so cool.
He started to cry after realizing something
Hold up.
was wrong with his fish. He went
It's so cool. Cool color theory.
Wait, that's actually kind of
Isn't
cool.
that the
So you paint this side, and it's like tan, and then they painted this side, and it was like white.
craziest thing you've ever seen? I love color theory. It's so cool.
He started to cry after realizing something was wrong with his fish. He went
Stranger
fishing and caught what looked like a normal fish, so he did the only logical thing and brought it home to put in his tank. The moment he dropped it in the water, it immediately
Question: why would you put a fish that you know is dangerous in a bowl in your household?
began acting
That thing's gonna turn
aggressively,
into a
darting
stage
around
5
and ramming into the
Demogorgon.
other fish. At first, he laughed it off and thought it was just stressed from
There's
being
literally
caught. He even
pieces of
started
meat
taunting it, tapping on the glass to see its reaction. But then it began slamming itself against the glass over and over, harder each time, like it was trying to break through. Blood started appearing in the water as it kept ramming its head into the tank walls. That's when he
Like, no
realized
offense to
something
this
was
guy. Well, it's just a question.
Of my heart, and tonight you belong.
Yo. Can I even show what just happened?
Way down by the street, how sweet it will seem.
Why is everyone forgetting?
She just almost ate
I don't
human
think I
meat
wanna
because while
show that
cooking, she
video.
noticed something was wrong with the alleged chicken her son bought from an unknown butcher. And when she looked closer, she noticed something unsettling.
I've identified that it's fucking words
Yo.
and skin. What the and that was the hole it came out of, and I'm
If
pretty
that's
sure
not
that's
a
an
piece
extension
of
of
fat
the
or,
word. But I'm
like,
pretty sure I have
please
gaslit
don't tell me that's a
myself
tape.
nuggets and then
They just
Please
recorded a
don't tell
glitch
me.
in the
You don't know
Matrix
what that
because
is?
while sitting
You're
in
gonna
the
have to look
kitchen
that up,
as
'cause I
an
don't feel like
entire family,
explaining
the
it.
mom noticed something was wrong with the mirror and asked her husband to record a video that left everyone shocked.
Larry, no part of my face is in the mirror. Can you see me in the mirror? Yeah. How do you see me in the mirror? I'm covering up my face. There's none of me in the mirror.
Oh
They
my-
just noticed a hidden room.
How are people
Covering up my
falling
face.
for
Covering up
this?
my face. There's none of me in the mirror.
You know the other part of the mirror is not covered up. It's like all going in. It's like triangle. Think of this side and this side. They both go inwards. They don't go outwards. They go inwards. So just because this part can't see your face doesn't mean this part can't see your face.
They just noticed a hidden
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Please. I didn't mean it.
She started devouring everything
I don't
right
like
in front
these
of us,
stories because
cramming
they look
whole
good.
fistfuls of food into her mouth like a psychopath.
I've probably watched like
We
3
all
of
just had to
33 times
watch.
and I click
Of
off
course,
every
the
5
lesson
minutes
wasn't over yet.
because I
Question 1. Can any of you tell me what a vowel movement is?
Of course, everybody looked at me like I knew the answer, and I had no choice but to give my best guess. Is it to bow and move at the same time?
Wrong!
Is it when a bunch of A's, E's, I's, O's, and U's hold up signs and march in the street?
Wrong!
My mom said bowel movements are the special pearl she uses when my dad is out of town.
Carlos! Wrong again for the 3rd time! That's it! We're all going on a field trip right now!
That's when
Also,
the magic school
no
bus
offense to
appeared out
Scarlet,
of thin
no
air and
offense
opened
to
for us
aliens.
to climb
These
inside.
these kind of
Miss
videos
Frizzled
are
and
not
opened the
very,
door for us as none of us
like
had a
half
clue what we
story,
were in
half
for.
book.
Terrified, I found a seat and braced myself.
I can't deal with this, bro. Look at this head. Look at this body. Why is his neck like a toothpick?
Then out of nowhere,
Literally,
Miss
like-
Frizzle suddenly locked the door on us. Wait, aren't you coming inside?
Inside, you say?
Before I could ask what she meant, the magic school bus shrank in size, and not much longer we entered some kind of fourth dimension, some kind of awful realm of putrid air and rotten surroundings. We all
My dumb self really thought these things used to be real. Like when I was 7, I was like, wait, how did this kid get sucked in the fourth dimension?
pinched our noses trying to
You
escape
okay?
the most
You
horrible
died?
smell imaginable. We were in a dark tunnel where the walls were all gooey pink with a sticky
This makes me not want to do this because I want to be family friendly, but like, I don't know if these videos are going to swear or like this is going to be there. I don't know if that's blood.
coat of this greenish brown stuff. It was like a bat cave except worse. It was a crap cave. But then we landed and were expected to get out and explore. Reluctantly, we found some flashlights and stepped outside. The ground was squishy, and we were surrounded by these piles or puddles
Bro.
of sludge. None of us wanted to
They have
venture
such
far
big-
from us.
like, is
Then
it-
Miss Frizzle Boy
Are they secretly
loudly
built like
throughout
a-
the cave's
like-
end.
None of you rodents could tell me what a bowel movement was.
Her sister started to act very strange on live stream, and things just kept getting worse. Because as soon as the chat notices that something looked off about the girl, that's when her sister turns around and sees her sitting still with a blank, unsettling expression. She then begs her to stop, but the girl wouldn't move and speak, so she then runs out of the room in panic. The girl then turns her head slowly to the camera and stares directly at it, and that's when the worst of all happened.
She almost died after eating this expensive chocolate bar, and the reason why will leave you speechless.
That's not
because
chocolate,
after
that's
eating
Play-Doh.
a big portion of the chocolate bar, she suddenly started feeling sick. At first, she thought it was some sort of allergy, but a
Nah, that's what happens when you eat a lot of food. You get sick.
few minutes later, she realized that she had made a huge mistake.
I set it down and I'm looking closer, and let me see if I can zoom. There are like tiny specks, and after further observation, I see that the specks are moving. So if you could take a look, they're definitely moving. There's definitely a colony
Oh,
of
they're talking about
something
those- see
here.
those white
I'm
things?
over 7 months pregnant, and I'm like, what did I just...
The girl's body was
Yo.
cut in half. A train ran her over after she fell on some tracks, but people
Yo, let's
claimed
not
they
show
saw
that.
her even after she died. She would drag the top half of her body from her elbows and hands. The sound made gave her her name Teke Teke, and the last sound you hear if she finds you. The girl's body was cut in half. A train ran her over.
When somebody shows you who they are.
The girl's
Like, no
body.
offense to like these Korean religions. I like let them have their beliefs. Let me have mine. I'm not saying any disrespect, but like
was cut in
I don't know. Like I don't. Some of these I don't really know if they're like canon or not, because like I don't think that like a girl could be cut in half, like a normal schoolgirl get ran over by a train and then just like get
When
other
somebody-
people.
This predator hid his
It
face
could
for
be.
years until investigators finally caught him. In the mid-2000s, police in Germany found a forgotten hard drive inside an abandoned storage unit. At first it looked normal, filled with travel photos and random scenery, but buried inside it were hundreds of disturbing images of children, all taken by the same man. He didn't hide behind the camera either. He posed in every picture, standing right next to his victims. The only thing covering his identity was a swirl effect over his face. At first, uncovering
Can't
his
you, like,
identity
unswirl
seemed
it?
impossible. The swirl covered every detail of his face, and the photos came from different countries: Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. He moved constantly, leaving no trace behind. But after years of searching, investigators discovered something shocking. The swirl was not a real sensor. It was a basic editing filter. When they reversed that filter, his real face appeared instantly. And just like that, Mr. Swirl was exposed as Christopher Paul Neal. A
That's
They
what
were
I
playing
was
in the water
saying.
when they accidentally
Like, listen to
discovered
me, bro.
something terrifying because they found a hidden gap in the river where someone could fall straight through. And 10 years ago, a young girl went missing after entering this exact river. So now everyone's wondering, is this how she died? They were playing in the
Two sober intro.
They were playing in the water.
Can, like, for the 40th time, could someone explain to me why this dude would do this? What is the point of going into that? Hey, a
when
girl
they
kind of
accidentally
died here.
discovered
Let's
something
go into this hole where I can easily drown and not know where the top is.
terrifying because they
Like,
found a
at
hidden
least get something.
The apple. What?
This
I'm
might be the
looking at
most
these and having a bullet, so I'm not gonna show
and let me out.
Who else seen this crap? Like, not really crap. I mean in like a good way.
If slide and then you saw this. The man was stuck in an infinite liminal slide until suddenly this puppet appeared. But it was just a distraction because something even worse was coming from behind. What would you do if you went down a slide and then you saw...
I don't know.
I tell you what, a woman.
And let me out or I'm calling the cops.
Sir, please remain calm.
I tell you what, a woman loves most. It's a
What I would do to that thing? I'm punch kicking that thing in the face. I have legs for a reason. The frick is Marshmallow Man doing?
And it's shaking. No more listless invitations.
What?
I live by a hospital, and every day I go out walking past the sickly windows. I see people dying there, but my
That's a $50 bill.
tender age makes it hard to care. The incinerator and the big smokestack, it's a phallic symbol and it makes me laugh. All I need is a heart attack. Come on, humble my bones with a cardiac.
Going in the wind is an empty of the teeth and it's naked. It's verbatim and it's shaking. No, 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 no more getting elated.
Did she? That, is this a real story?
A 9-year-old girl, a terrifying abduction, and a brilliant act of courage. This is the story of how Jeanette Tamayo outsmarted her kidnapper and saved herself. In 2003, Jeanette Tamayo was kidnapped from her San Jose home by a man who brutally attacked her family. For 2
L-Man.
days, she was held captive where her kidnapper did unspeakable things. But Jeanette never lost her wits. She gained her captor's trust, convincing him to let her watch TV. Observant and resourceful, she memorized key details about his home, clues she knew could help police. When he finally let her go outside, Jeanette ran straight to neighbors and told them everything. Her bravery led authorities to 43-year-old David Montiel Cruz, who was
They were shopping at the mall when the gates suddenly started closing, because just after getting some food, they were ready to get out of the mall. But just as they were heading down the escalator, they heard a very loud alarm, and when they went to check, they saw people rushing out the exit as doors began to close. At first, they didn't think much of it until they heard a strange and creepy voice coming from the intercom.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
They were shopping at the mall when the gates suddenly started.
Please tell me I did not just hear bullets.
I'm off.
This is why you should always wash your Christmas trees. Because when this woman went to the app,
Two sober introverts.
Summon a demon made out of toys. He threw a plushie down the haunted slide. After this, he entered but found himself in a sewer after, and the toy tied to a chair. Suddenly from behind it...
Oh,
Charles! Damn it! He screamed while madly beating Charles.
The man fell inside Mr. Plushie's ball pit. He went down a normal slide, but when he came out, he was somewhere else. And
This woman is absolutely insane, knitting a scarf while standing at the edge of a cliff.
Dear Diary.
Which cursed balloon story do you think is real? The sentient Elmo that learned to walk upstairs and terrify dogs? The watching SpongeBob and his dark hallway? Or Smiley, the one who haunts and
They found a skeleton wedged in a narrow gap between the walls of their new house. And she was identified as the previous owner of the home. You see, years before, she vanished without a trace. She was listed as missing for 3 years, despite never leaving her
No,
3
3
years
years
without a
does
trace.
that,
She was listed as
randomly
missing
stays
for
out
3 years, despite never leaving her house. They think she fell through a broken attic floorboard and got trapped inside, and no one heard her cries for help.
The man was being followed by someone in a bear suit. As he was shopping, he noticed a weird-looking bear mannequin, but then it started following him, and it kept getting closer.
I don't think it's a bear
The more he
mannequin.
noticed, until it finally disappeared, but they were never really gone. The man was being
Yeah, so Google and YouTube.
Mr. Plushie had someone was inside this doll. It could speak to young children who had it all over the world. It could connect to the internet to search and answer kids'
It's these eyes. There's no more unsettling
questions until hackers began entering the dolls remotely and began speaking to children illegally, resulting in countries like Germany ordering all owners to destroy them. This doll has human hair on it. The face wouldn't leave the screen while they were playing FNAF. It appeared after the spring lock ending in FNAF 3 on the PS4. Even when turned off, the face remained on screen. People started to think this glitch was actually a curse, but the hoax ended when people found the original image, which was still creepy but definitely fake because it was just a dog in a rearview mirror. The face
Please pardon the interruption. At this time, we are going to ask that students and staff proceed to conduct an internal lockdown. I repeat, this is not a drill. Please proceed to internal lockdown.
Yo, I hope these people are all okay, but why is the dude wearing underwear on his face?
911 has been called. Remain in internal lockdown until instructed otherwise by a uniformed officer.
SCP-Labubu.
Do you remember when they told us this was just a mountain? What if I told you they were lying? Because recently, a shocking theory has exploded across the internet and caused massive shock in the scientific community because it concerns a place we all know, Devil's Tower. Official science claims this mountain was formed by a specific flow of lava, but look closer, because the truth is much more incredible. Theorists believe that Devil's Tower isn't a mountain at all. They believe it is the stump of a prehistoric giant tree, a tree so massive its canopy would have reached the clouds. They point to the perfect hexagonal columns that look exactly like the microscopic fibers of a plant.
If you ever see a doll on a deserted road, leave it alone. In the Philippines, these seemingly harmless dolls are said to be connected to something known as anitos. So if you decide to pick up the doll and bring it home, you might notice that someone starts paying unusual attention to you. They may try to make their presence.
The woman put her head inside of the
I do not like that sound because you know it's like some deep backstory.
animatronic's mouth. She was trying to entertain her child at the attraction, but she just thought it was a statue. Suddenly its jaw clamped down on her head, and everyone's smiles turned to panic. Thankfully, this wasn't a FNAF attraction, and the dinosaur eventually let her free. The woman put—
Bro, I don't know what you want. Just step back. Don't fucking touch me.
This dude just casually talking Springtrap.
I said don't fucking Shit. Alright, pal.
Yo. You told me Springtrap's gonna knock out
Piece of junk.
The mother shook the bell in her hand, staring at—
I hate the tapes. Oh, I hate— Warning, this is probably gonna be really scary if you like FNAF. Yes, it's a little bit stolen, but...
If you are seeing—
Her viewers noticed a red laser dot on her forehead every time she streamed, and they started to get concerned when she kept avoiding any questions about it, while insisting that nothing was wrong, and things just kept getting worse as the days went by. She started to be a lot more quiet on stream, barely saying any words, all while keeping a blank smile that seemed forced. But everything changed in her final video, when she recorded multiple lasers pointed at her, and it looked as if she was trying everything she could to prevent herself from crying in fear. Moments later, the camera cuts, and she hasn't posted since.
He decided to camp alone.
It was his mom, right?
This woman is in danger, and she sadly knows it, because as they were having a snack when the—
At 2:25.
Hi.
SpongeBob was hiding a disturbing message, even though you walk right past it hundreds of times in Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots. There's a creepy pink teddy bear called Mr.
Oh, I've seen this.
This girl. Do you remember when they told us?
Apple.
The explanation.
These kids stumbled upon an abandoned building, but when
The man entered the dinosaur's mouth. He had dropped his phone inside of it, and when he tried to retrieve it, he got trapped. He sunk into the dinosaur's leg. This wasn't a costume, it was a statue. Humans were never meant to enter. After days, he perished and his soul remains inside forever. Except this story is real, even though it sounds similar to a certain game, where the man... This isn't the only horror hiding in...
No. The guy above this made that other one where the
in this bathroom. There's other bizarre themed toilets too, like a 3-headed Hydra Donald, an emaciated, terrible looking Superman toilet, and worst of all, a mini urinal where you'd have to go into her mouth. This is
the reason I had to move out of my flat.
That's what happens when you get this. Did Counter Golden Freddy gonna pull up his monitor?
Nosy might get some disgusting skin. One of Citra's fans asked him what the skin would be made of in a comment, to which he replied, "You guys see the rabbits too," along with a ton of wild rabbit footage, insinuating something disturbing.
This is the scariest child's toy, and its story is truly disturbing. The evil stick wand only made headlines in 2014 after
the young girl wore the...
A woman visiting a farm had a...
Brother, why are the clouds moving like that? They're not. Something's behind them. Wait, is that a shadow? Look higher. Is that a Quetzalcoatl Atlas? It's massive, bigger than the school. It's circling the field. Don't move, it's watching us. Brother, why are the clouds...
People before...
Like a prehistoric animal.
Brother, why are the clouds moving? Is that a fire? The field. Don't move, it's watching us.
This is what you see. Dinosaur.
People be...
This real abandoned animatronic might actually be cursed. It's based on a bunyip, a sea monster that comes after those that overfish. But Bertha the Bunyip is prone to rotting over the years. Its voice box screams and glitches often. Even when replaced, white liquid started coming out of its mouth. And one day they just found it like this. This real abandoned animatronic...
This guy looks pretty normal. This just looks like a slime monster. This dude looks like something you would find in your actual nightmares.
We found a real, abandoned animatronic.
Oh, not the Whisper.
It was super creepy.
Oh, that's Barney the dinosaur.
A young couple kept finding wet footprints on their...
This is why you should be careful what you put in the mail.
This is Zarzur, the
problem. In this video, you learn about a new dinosaur.
All that's left is Nosy's head. In the latest Diabolical Citra update, Nosy's body is completely finished with all of his limbs attached. He's even provided vision tests and weird drawings of dead rabbits. All that's
family stood gathered around the coffin of their father, who had passed away after a long battle with cancer.
Henry creates an animatronic to capture his daughter. The animatronic is called Lefty, and little by little, Mike collects every single...
Let's talk about Princess Evelyn.
Every night at 2 a.m., this apartment building's...
Did that thing move?
I have no idea, but I'm coming out of it. What do you think, folks? Unreal. Oh my God, that's unreal.
Woo! The footage starts simple, a narrow single-lane passage carved straight through a mountain in rural Kentucky. But as the vehicle inches into the mouth of the tunnel, something feels off. The walls seem to close in. The headlights barely pierce the damp, suffocate.
Albert has completely transcended. After escaping again, he didn't attack his creator. He started building something. He stole cables and wired them into himself like wings. He was transforming. He left the physical realm. Albert had...
Did you know there was...
God, did you see...
Special delivery just for you. Special delivery.
Oh my gosh, can I get blanket on me, bro?
Please help me.
Nope.
Alexa, Angel.
A 20-year-old kid stole $200 million from a crypto scam.
How much would they have to pay you in order for you to do this job of cleaning this absolutely massive animatronic in water?
I mean, like,
imagine falling in with
this doll head. Things human were never meant to see, part 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mother was cooking.
This is an emergency call. There is a woman following behind me, and I think she might be trying to kill me. I was just at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza getting a couple pepperoni slices, and she walks into the bathroom as I was taking a pee, and she says, "Were you having pepperoni pizza?" I said, "Yes, I was. What are you doing in here?" And she goes, "That's my absolute favorite. Why don't you go out to McDonald's with me, get a McFlurry, and we can see where the devil has his playground." And I go, "I've got Thanksgiving dinner at my Aunt Rebecca's right now." And then I just got so mad because I realized it's New Year's Eve, not Thanksgiving. I knew she wouldn't buy it. And so I just go, "Excuse me, I have to leave now." And she just keeps following me and snorting. And it's just really, really nerve-wracking.
This man kept appearing in people's windows at night.
I'm going for it, Michael, and you can't stop me. I'm going for it. See? I'm fine.
Why is everyone...
Oh my god!
Who was the king creep of animatronics for 2025? Was it the nostalgia nightmare Stitch Trap from his analog horror? Or Nosy the existential...
No, that's that real. This prank went way too smooth.
Scary story.
This
Why can Albert...
This might be the most...
Gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu. Said you'd never love anew.
In 2012, he was deep in the Appalachian Mountains when he noticed a strange man up ahead, and
This little boy kept...
A woman was visiting
This little boy kept telling his parents that a witch lived under his bed, but they finally discovered something horrifying last night. You see, at first his parents laughed it off as nightmares, but every night their hallway camera showed him sitting up at exactly 3:17 a.m., staring at the floor beside his bed. Last night the camera finally caught what was staring back. It was a hollow white figure who looked exactly like his grandma, and it was smiling at him. Even worse, the witch raised one finger to her lips, silently telling him not to scream. The next night though, the mom caught the witch and tackled her, just to discover she disappeared. This little boy kept...
A woman was visiting a museum. They started panicking after realizing their train was headed straight toward a broken bridge. At first, they thought it had to be a mistake and that the train would stop, but moments later, the operator's voice came over the speakers, and what they said was truly unsettling.
Not to worry, our engineer is gonna pick up speed to 90 miles an hour, and if we figure if we have everyone hop at the same time, we'll be able to cross that bridge, no problem.
They started panicking. She immediately knew something was wrong after looking out her window, because while her family, they started panicking after realizing their train was headed straight toward a broken bridge. At first, they thought it had to be a mistake and that the train would stop. She immediately knew something was wrong after looking out her window, because while her family was traveling on a cruise, the water around the ship suddenly changed. Seeing this, passengers began to panic. Some even started vomiting, but the worst part wasn't over yet.
Is that a giant stingray?
Oh my god.
She immediately knew.
How could I sound?
This is why you should never leave children up.
They were exploring the catacombs when they realized they were being hunted by a creepy blind man who got inches from their faces, sniffing around as they hid. He later returned more aggressive. swinging a metal pipe and nearly hitting them, and when they made a noise, he suddenly charged straight at them, forcing the group to sprint back to the entrance where they captured something truly terrifying. They were exploring the
This family hired a full-time butler, but they quickly
They were exploring the catacombs.